Hello children, now today in this module we are going to learn about our second chapter, that is microorganisms, friends and foe. Now before learning in detail, let us first understand the meaning of the chapter's name through a short upcoming video.
World of living creatures that are present everywhere, but are so small that these cannot be seen by naked eye. These are called microorganisms or microbes. In order to see microorganisms, we use a special device called microscope. During rainy season, moist bread get covered with grayish-white patches. If we observe these patches through microscope, we will find tiny black rounded structures growing on thin long stacks from bread. These microorganisms are called bread mold. Classification of microorganisms. Microorganisms are classified into 4 groups: bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and algae. Along with these groups, there exists a group of organisms called viruses, which are considered to be at a borderline of living and non-living things. Why is it so? It is because viruses does not have cellular structures such as cytoplasm or cell organelles, which is the feature of non-living thing. However, once these organisms reach inside a cell, they use host cell's energy and nutrients to reproduce and multiply in thousands, which makes us think that these are living. Common diseases such as cold, influenza, that is flu, and most coughs are caused by viruses. In addition to this, there are many serious diseases caused by viruses. These are polio, chickenpox, etc. Based on structure, microorganisms could be unicellular, consisting a single cell, like in bacteria, some algae and protozoa, or multicellular, consisting of many cells like algae and fungi.
The different type of microorganisms that we can see are bacteria, protozoa, algae, fungi and viruses. Bacteria such as lactobacillus, protozoa such as amoeba, algae such as spirogyra, fungi such as bread molds and yeast, viruses such as HIV, and the special virus that we are dealing now such as coronavirus. Now each group has been broadly classified into its subgroups, family, etc. But in class 8 we would first learn about the special characters. Now let us first start about our first group, that is bacteria. They are the single-celled microorganisms that can exist as a free-living species or as a parasite. They invade tissues and reproduce into a pus or a poisonous waste. Bacteria are of different kinds, but depending on the shapes, they are named as spherical-shaped, rod-shaped, spiral-shaped, and comma-shaped. The spherical-shaped bacteria are the cocci, rod-shaped bacteria are the bacilli, spiral-shaped are spirulina, and comma-shaped are the vibrio. Now, let us move towards our second group of microorganisms, that is an algae. Usually, algae are eukaryotic, except cyanobacteria, that is prokaryotic in nature. Usually, they are autotrophic as they are photosynthetic in nature. Earlier, they were thought as plants, but they aren't as they lack true root, stem and leaf system. For example, seaweeds, terrestrial algae and phytoplanktons and so on. Now, let us move to our third group of microbes, that are the fungi. They are eukaryotes and they are heterotrophic in nature. They reproduce by spores and they absorb the food from the decaying matters, hence they are the decomposers. They absorb their digestive food from their cell walls, different slime molds that are used as endocytosis. They are arranged in a hyphae structures, for example, bread mold, yeast, and etc. Okay, now let us head towards our fourth group of microbes or the microorganisms. The fourth group of microorganisms is the protozoa. They are unicellular eukaryotic organisms that are heterotrophic in nature. That means they may be free living or parasitic. They feed on the dead or living organisms as a host. They reproduce sexually. There are four main types: amoebas, flagellates, ciliates, and the sporozoans. Okay, now let us move towards our fifth and the most important group of microorganisms, that is the virus. The virus is a pathogen. That means it's a disease causing agent. It is non-living outside the body of the host and it does not reproduce on its own. It can only reproduce inside the host body. They have a complex body structure, for example, helical structure and the complex spherical structure. They are considered as a bridge between a living and a non-living things. For example, corona and HIV viruses. Now let us understand what is an HIV virus. HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus that attacks our immune system and has no cure, but it can be treatable with medicine. Where HIV is a virus and causes AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, in which the person possessing AIDS, his or her immune system is destroyed completely and is affected by various severe infections that can lead to death. Though it is not contagious, but it can spread through the infected needles and the blood transfusion.
Habitat of microorganisms, or where do microorganisms live? Microorganisms are everywhere around us, in air, water, soil, in our body, and body of other animals and plants. These organisms can survive in all type of environment, such as ice-cold climate, hot springs, deserts, marshy lands, even at the bottom of sea. Some microorganisms grow on other organisms, for example, Plasmodium, which lives in human blood and cause malaria. Some lives freely, such as amoeba, and others make their colonies, such as fungi and bacteria. Dear students, some of these organisms are harmful, but most of organisms play an important role in our lives. We will discuss all about in upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.